Good evening, Rust enjoyers. I have been right 'cause it's time for the 48 analysis. Yes, just 2 days ago, all of these skins rotated in for the August Force Wipe roster rotation for 2024. And basically, in this video, we're going to go ahead and look at their progress based on sales and try and figure out, are these skins still holding up to being perfectly fine investments? Are we going to potentially see any problems that you need to be aware of? So sit back and relax. I'm going to start yapping. Right. So with every 48-hour analysis, we always do the first 24 hours of sales. And basically, with what I see here, Ultramarine Garage Door, 12,000 subscribers, very impressive. But why? What's up? Well, if I do a quick little comparison to likes the previous week, we had the likes of those Neon Garage Doors in the same Rust door, didn't we? We had down, we had up. Well, after the first 24 hours of sales, we saw down with 10,900 subscribers, and we had up with 10,600 subscribers. Clearly, Ultramarine's doing better in terms of sales, and we know where these ended up at after a week in the Rust store. We know what their final subscriber count was. So we've got a pretty rough idea, a good idea where this potentially might end up at. And then we can start questioning, well, is that going to be all right? Especially knowing that we're getting a batch of Twitch drops being given away next week for free, and 2 of them are garage doors. So that's a discussion right there, but we'll save it for a little bit later. Now, any other comparisons I can do? Well, we've got Black Diamond Tier 3 here, which was a surprise to see. Well, what's the problem then? Basically, about 3 weeks before, we already had another black collection being accepted. We had Commando Tier 3, and you know what? We can do a comparison. So, first 24 hours of sales, we had the likes of 8,400 subscribers for the face mask and 7,800 subscribers for the chest plate. Go back 3 weeks, here's Commando. Guess what? Black Diamond is outdoing the likes of Commando Tier 3 in terms of sales, at least with the first 24 hours of sales. But, you know, if the momentum stays the same, chances are whatever the final amount we saw with the likes of Commando Tier 3 in terms of subscribers, Black Diamond might do a little bit more. Not a ton, but a little bit more. So we've got also, again, a pretty good idea where the likes of the Black Diamond Tier 3 might end up at. So, alright then, cool. And then with the likes of all the other skins here, Neon Lighthouse Door, 7,400 subscribers, that's alright. Neonwire Bow, 6,000, along with the likes of the Quarantine Rock, around 6,000 again. Yeah, things seem to be alright. For a Rust door that didn't seem to be pleasing for a lot of people, it's still selling quite a lot, especially for the prices that these skins are selling for. I'm not going to complain. Right, just before we proceed, you're probably sitting there wondering, why am I emphasising subscriber count so much? Well, let me just explain. Basically, with the likes of the Ultramarine Garage Door, we know for a fact that at least 12,064 people have bought that. Individual people. But what we don't know is how many they bought. The vast majority of people very likely just bought one for themselves. But there's definitely going to be a bunch of people that might have bought 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe even 100, maybe even 1,000 of these skins. But we can't see that. But we know for a fact at least 12,064 individual people have bought that skin. This is why I always refer to it as the bare minimum. Because at the very least, they could have at least just bought one for themselves. Sounds good? Understood? Cool. Right, let's proceed. Let's go ahead and look at the likes of the first 48 hours of sales. Now, just to point this out, I'm recording this a little bit later, but I have recorded the exact point where we've reached 48 hours of sales. And as you can see, Ultramarine Garage Door, 17,400 subscribers. Interesting. It's got some pretty good momentum to it, but could it potentially be selling a little bit too much? We'll discuss that in a bit. Black Diamond Tier 3, there's a big difference here between the face mask and the chest plate. We have almost 12,100 subscribers here and almost 11,200 subscribers here. There's like a 1,000 sales difference here. I'll talk more about that in a bit. Neon Lighthouse Door, 10,500 subscribers. Neonwire Bow and Quarantine Rock, around 8,700 subscribers each. Beyond Reason Wooden Door, literally about 8,000 subscribers there. Heater AR, that's at 7,000 subscribers almost. And then we have the likes of the Adobe Furnace with 5,500 subscribers. Alright, cool. Let's now go ahead, look at SCMM.app and start yapping. Okay, so, as I said, all of these skins here, not exactly everyone was super thrilled. Like, they looked at it and thought, nah. I will be honest with you, I was potentially expecting a fair bit more, but I do stand by my point. Maybe Face Punch thought, you know what? We're getting all of these skins out fairly soon. Maybe we could just do like a tame Rust door, chill out, relax and whatnot. Now, in terms of trying to make a lot of money, this is a pretty bad idea. They could have easily picked out some crazy looking skins and had an insane Rust door, especially considering the amount of people that turned up to play. This past Thursday, we had 172,000 people jumping in and playing. I know it says 173, but that's based on the previous month still. So yeah, you get the idea. You understand. All right, so let's start yapping about all these skins in order of sales and to discuss, are they still holding up all right? And what could potentially be the estimate for the final subscriber count? So let's jump in. Let's start talking about the likes of the Ultramarine Garage Door. With 18,700 subscribers at the current moment, but remember, it's not 48 hours of sales at the moment. I am definitely looking at this with a quick comparison and thinking that Ultramarine Garage Door will probably do at least 25,000 subscribers. As I said, with a quick comparison to these garage doors, this did 24,700 subscribers almost, and this one here just about almost did 24,000 subscribers. So yeah, I feel very confident Ultramarine will be doing quite alright. Very likely will be reaching 25,000, maybe even 26, we shall see. But now we have to discuss with the very quick comparison, knowing that we have these two Twitch drops on the horizon, and please consider watching my Rust rotation video where I show both of them, all three of them I meant to say, in-game, and just doing some quick comparisons. Yes, all of them glow. Yes, they all look cool in their own different way. But it's up to you, basically. But the big difference is, this is being given away for free, this is being given away for free, but the Ultramarine Garage Door, no, you have to spend $3. And that's a bit of a problem, especially knowing how all the recent garage doors have behaved somewhat recently. So, cool looking aesthetic, nice, calm, chill. I'm not surprised that a lot of people seem to like it. But do we have any confirmation for a collection continuation? Is there going to be a deplorable collection? I don't see any evidence of that yet. The skin creator responded once, and that's it. I will still sit here and say, by default, I will fully expect a collection continuation. It's just we haven't exactly seen that yet, but it will happen. I'm sure it will. So all we've got to do now is just keep an eye on the workshop. But as you can see, we do not have another Ultramarine skin. But wait till Monday. You just wait. All right then. So $3 a piece. $3 a piece, and we're currently looking at this with 18,700 subscribers. If you were to have like a very rough estimate, what the true amount is, in circulation, probably wouldn't surprise me if there's currently 25,000 of these that have been bought. Okay, is that a problem? Yeah, I think it is. When you look at all the previous garage doors, as I said just a little minute ago, as you can see, all the ones from the Rust doors haven't exactly been holding up very well. We've been getting quite a lot of skins given away and whatnot, but that's been going on for years. We always get Twitch drops. We always get more skins being accepted in future Rust doors. We are, 66% of the way through this year, maybe a little bit before, maybe about 60%. We already have 21 garage door skins. So, we had these two skins accepted last week, already down in the negative, down by 8%, down by 9%. Nucrum Garage Door, well, that was 3 weeks ago? Yeah, it's already down by about 40%. The Moto Party was accepted a month ago, down 59%. Look at all of these. All of them not exactly holding up very well. Ramen Garage Door, William likes it. He expressed it on his own video, therefore everybody has to buy it. So that one's doing all right. And it's a bit of an anomaly, so we'll put that away. Shadowborn Garage Door, well, that Shadowborn collection's the biggest deplorable collection that's been accepted so far this year, so not too surprised to see it's holding up quite all right. Also, the art's amazing, so we'll give it that. And yeah, you might remember that had a copyright issue, and Pirate Garage Door's just doing all right. But all the other garage doors, there's a lot of them, all the other garage doors that are in the Rust store this year are now in the negative, and it ain't holding up very well, is it? No. So as I look at the likes of this Ultramarine Garage Door, at a price of $3, I can't help but assume it will be struggling. I'm very happy to see it selling very well. Pleased for the likes of the skin creator, because he doesn't get that many skins accepted. But in terms of, will it be okay, Hedge? Could I buy it now? If you don't buy it now, by all means buy it, use it, enjoy it, support that skin creator, keep the nice and motivated, keep want to, put out nice creative designs in the future. But if you want to be smarter with your money, you could just probably wait maybe a month and pick it up for a lot cheaper. Like I said, it's been a month. This is down by 60% almost. It's been 3 weeks. This is down by 40% almost. You get the idea, all right? So keep that in mind. Cool. However, if we do get continuations being produced and accepted, things might be a little bit different. Yep. When we saw many other deplorable skins for the Shadowborn collection being accepted, at one point this rose all the way up to about $9. But it didn't last forever, clearly, and it did go back down in price. So you've been warned. With hype, yes, you can see a very nice rise in price. So the likes of this, I'm reasonably confident that there will be a collection. I'm just not reasonably confident Facepunch will 100% accept them. So, Facepunch decides it's a bit odd. But yeah, at the current rate of sales, I'm sitting here thinking this is going to do between 25 to 26,000 subscribers. That's not an absolutely ridiculous amount. In fact, if I were to look at all the garage doors and just look at them by subscriber counts, you will see that whilst it might be in the upper half, it's not exactly like the most overbought. So let's just go ahead and see this for ourselves. And as you can see, right now it's there. But if we went all the way up to about 26,000 subscribers, we'll probably be wedged about here. Yeah, right about here. And it is in the upper half, you can clearly see. But it'll be over here, and if you compare it to some of these other garage doors, yeah, they're not looking like they're holding up very well, are they? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, yeah, I definitely lean more to the idea of if I wanted to pick this up as an investment, I'm definitely sticking with a buy order. As I said, if we do see continuations, oh, that's definitely a very nice positive potential thing that could happen, but not seeing that at the moment, so this is why I always wait until Wednesday, then look and see. So not only would I get a very good idea of what the final subscriber count will be, but also I'll get a very good idea of, has there been a collection continuation? Does this look like it's going to actually build up to something very nice? You get the idea. Cool. Right, so we'll leave that. We'll now move on and talk about the likes of the tier 3 here. Black diamond, face mask and chest plate. You are getting a bigger and bigger gap. So as I said, it looks like there's about 1,000 subscriber difference. Maybe it's because people just prefer the shine on the likes of the face mask instead of the chest plate. Perhaps. Now we'll sit here and say, please consider watching my rust rotation video. Skip ahead, just look in the likes of the description. Skip ahead to the chapter for the the tier 3 armor. Basically, get a good look at the shine, get a good look at the quality of the work, but be aware that it's shiny. I don't think people are going to want a blackout alternative and be very, very shiny. Other than that, if they want to look, if they want to look flash, cool, expensive, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they want to wear that. It's got diamonds all over it, and diamonds are my best friend. Anyway, with the likes of what we see here, it does look very, very nice. But as I said, if we could just go back 3 weeks and see how Commando ended up at. So the face mask ended up with 17,600 subscribers. The chest plate ended up with 16,800. I get the feeling, based on what I see here, Black Diamond very likely will probably do between 17 to 18,000 subscribers. Yeah, at the current rate, though, of what I see here, really, Hedge? Don't you think that's got a little bit more momentum? It's definitely got me questioning. But then again, this is the 48 hours of sales here, 12,000, just over that. Yep. And if I were to just quickly do a quick comparison to the previous week, yeah, 2 days in, that had 11,500 subscribers, that had 11,117. Yeah, I think I can feel confident that Black Diamond very likely will end up at around 17 to 18,000 subscribers. And Commando did sell at $4 a piece, so don't be too surprised to see this doing a little bit better. But honestly, I would have thought that not that many people would have felt the need to want to buy this, if you know what I mean. In terms of, well, we just bought Commando. Do you really need another option? They probably do. They probably like it. I'm not too surprised because it does look very nice. Bad Trip, he's always putting out very lovely, cool looking skins. So, yeah, alright, well, I'm going to sit here and say, after seeing the state of what happened to Commando, and knowing that Black Diamond and Commando are competing with each other now, they're both active collections, and we also are well aware that Commando has put out Tier 2. I've even spoken to the skin creator for Commando, and he's like, well, that's me screwed then. Bad Trip's very likely going to get his full set. I get the feeling Bad Trip and Hulk, they're going to take their time. I would not be surprised in the slightest if they produce a different skin this week, or if they probably just produce a weapon skin, a nice in-between. But the week after, I wouldn't be surprised if we see potentially Tier 2 hoodie and pants. Yep, so at the very least, we've got to keep an eye on the workshop. As of now, quick refresh, what do I see? Nothing new? Nothing new. Okay. He always puts his skins out on the Monday, so we'll see what happens. I hope he's taken his time. I want to see what happens with Commando. If we don't see Commando Tier 2 being accepted anytime soon, we've probably got a very clear idea that Commando very likely won't be continuing. And if you invested in that, oh dear. I'm sorry, but you understand. So, with the likes of this, I mean, 17 to 18,000 subscribers isn't ridiculous, but there very likely will be another blackout alternative option in the future. And maybe this one even do well enough to keep interest and keep the value up. I very likely will be sticking with doing a buy order. And it's a blessing that the likes of these two skins are abnormal, along with the likes of the Garage Door here. So I haven't talked about this. If you don't fully understand what abnormal skins are, let me just quickly show you my YouTube. So do you see this video here? This is the most recent Abnormal Barters video that I did with my stream. Consider watching the first 5 minutes, then scroll down and skip ahead to the chapter that says the buy orders. Basically, abnormal skins, they become marketable at an earlier time before the Rust even rotates. So we can do buy orders, we can see what the barter support looks like, you know, how many barters does it have, and how high do the barters go. We can get a very good rough idea in regards to whether the skin likely will retain value or not. Make sense? Cool. So give that a good watch and you understand the importance and the helpfulness of abnormals. Cool. So all of these skins here, for sure, I am definitely going to stick with doing a buy order. At the current rate of things, yes. So awkward, I know, but 17 to 18,000 subscribers sounds like a perfectly reasonable amount. So we'll move on. Lighthouse Door. I don't know if we've definitely got confirmation. Oh yes, we do. Yeah. Sadist has basically said, yeah, I think I could make a collection out of this, basically, and I fully expect it. It's not happened yet. Might happen tomorrow. It might happen Monday. But I feel confident we'll be seeing some more neon deplorables being produced in reference to another monument. What will it be? I have no idea. But that sheet metal door, I've said this already, sheet metal doors that came out this year have not performed very well. They have gone down bad. It's very unfortunate, but every single one of them, as you can see, in 2024, they have not performed at all. And I think SEM decided to break at the worst possible time. Oh dear. No. It just didn't really want to show it. It was dreading it. Oh, God. Are you sure, Hedge? Are you sure? Oh, down 14, down 38, down 43, down 60, down 30, down 55, down 45, down 68, down 16, down 38, down 43, down 30, down 19, down 17, down 56, and down 21. Yeah, there's some more down there as well, but you get the idea. You understand. There's too many sheet metal doors already. We've got 24 of them so far this year. We've got another 3-4 months. And if I just scroll down and show you, last year we had 30 in total. And the year before that, we had 28. Buddy, it's getting ridiculous. We have far too many sheet metal doors that exist. There's far too much compared to... I am not surprised in the slightest that every brand new sheet metal door that comes out doesn't hold up very well. So the likes of this, do you truly believe that's going to hold out all right? No, I do not. I'm very sorry to say. That at the current rate it's selling, I'm thinking it's going to probably do between 16 to 17,000 subscribers. Again, that's not a ridiculous number, but still, sheet metal door, not likely going to hold up. We'll stick with doing a buy order. Yes, this is an abnormal. Cool. I very likely will see it probably working out ever so nicely as a deplorable collection, if it happens. Remember, face punch decides. But we shall see, alright? Maybe it still has a spike of demand. I don't imagine it'll last long. Okay, we'll leave that. Let's now hop over to the likes of the Neonwire Bow. All right, this is actually selling quite nice. You know, it's selling quite nicely. It's doing quite all right for itself. But I will stick with the issue of it being a glow-in-the-dark skin. It is very unfortunate, but yeah, people just do not want glow-in-the-dark skins at night time. People spot you and they will destroy you. It's unfortunate. Cool looking design. I just would have preferred a version that didn't glow in the dark. That would have been completely different. But unfortunately, yeah, this is what we have. All right then. So by default, I will repeat what I said with the likes of my Rust Door rotation video. We've had a couple bows in the past which glowed in the dark, but unfortunately, they went down in price pretty quickly just after it became marketable. Now, with the likes of the pumpkin bow, which is probably the best comparison, this being a skin that came out last year during Halloween, that sold at $2.49. It didn't sell that much, and it ended up getting manipulated. But for the first few months it was marketable, it did not perform well at all. So just to repeat, as I go over to here with that pumpkin bow, there he is. As you can see, it glows. And if I go over to here to the likes of its item details page, just to remind all of you, this was like, was it the second week of was it the first week or the second week of Halloween? It was the second week. Right, yeah, sold for $2.49. It only did 4,000 subscribers. But here we go. Look at the Steam market. See the state of this. So right now, it's at a pretty good price, but this is after all the manipulation. So look at its history. What do you see? Yep. So this is what we care more about, all right? This is what we fully expect to happen to the likes of the Neonwire Bow. This. I don't expect a manipulation, and you should never expect a manipulation. You should not rely on that. This sold at $2.49, and it went all the way down to about 80 cents. But yeah, then after that it got manipulated. Manipulators basically bought out all the stock, inflated the value, and made it appear to be worth quite a fair bit, but it wasn't worth it. It was manipulation. So, all right then. So unfortunately, that fate is basically very, 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 very likely going to happen all over again with the likes of our new Neonwire Bow. Now, there were some other glow-in-the-dark bow skins in the past, but Pumpkin is probably the best comparison. So we got that understood. All good. All right then. Cool. Let's look at the likes of the Quarantine Rock. Oh, subscriber count potentially. Looking at the state of that, I think that's going to probably reach around 15,000 subscribers. 14 to 15,000, I'll say, yeah. But as I said, it's very unfortunate. It's very likely to go below its RustHelp price and much further, probably down to $1. Yeah. Sorry, but yeah. And, just want to point this out. Bow skins in general, just take a look and you can see they don't really hold up regardless. But the glow-in-the-dark ones, they do suffer. So, yeah. Kind of surprised to see that's doing all right and that's doing all right. That might be a manipulation. I had to keep an eye on that. Right, anyway, now we can talk about Quarantine Rock. Quarantine Rock, well, you have done 9,000 subscribers so far. You definitely aren't one of the lowest selling rock skins that have come out in the past 3 years, because fairly recently we had the likes of the Ice Eye Rock, sold at $2.49, and it only reached 9,000 subscribers. And that kind of got me thinking that might work out quite all right in the future. This right here, it's already beaten it, so okay, then we don't really have that advantage of it sold hardly anything. At the current rate, much like with the bow, I think this is going to do between 14 to 15,000 subscribers, which isn't a lot, but still quite a fair bit. Anyway, it doesn't glow, but it is part of this quarantine collection. Yep. Now, if it glowed, it wouldn't actually have helped it. I don't know why I mentioned that. Anyway, the weapons here do perform quite nicely. Then that Thompson there, unfortunately, has started to go down in price. I'm not sure if it's just one listing or 2 or 3 or 4. Let's just quickly take a look and see that only has... Wait, what price did you sell for again? You sold for... Oh, no, it's in the positive. Well, good job, SCMM. You're not updating fast enough. Anyway, that's still holding up quite all right. I can't help but assume this might do okay. I did say that when I first saw it. I did say that during my predictions video. I can still seeing it going below its RustHelp price. But I don't think it'll be going lower than like $1.40, I guess. $1.50. Yeah, it's got a cool aesthetic, the infection spreading all over the rock and whatnot, and it might get onto your hands. But yeah, at the current rate of sales, still holding up all right, but it definitely isn't one of the lowest selling skins. So with the likes of that, I will be doing a buy order, but that right there, it's not abnormal. No, it's not abnormal. I will have to look at that on Wednesday and make a decision if I actually want to jump in and buy some, or just stick with doing a buy order when it becomes marketable, when the rust rotates. We shall see, but I look at it with still a reasonable sense of positivity, but I do still expect to go below its RustHelp price. I'm very sorry to say, but I don't think we can escape what's about to happen. Beyond Reason wooden door. Right, first of all, wooden doors, not exactly the best investments. Very straightforward answer. Take a quick look at that. Yep, they are doing bad. Okay, cool. We got that understood. The design of this looks amazing. The design of this looks awesome. And I do believe the skin creator has basically confirmed on Twitter that he will continue it as a deployable collection. But we haven't seen a skin yet, so okay, we'll see. But yeah, it's a wooden door. I'm just going to stick with doing a buy order. Very sorry with the straightforward answer, but it's inevitable, Take a look at the most recent wooden door skins that we had. So what was it? Previously we had the Chalk Menace down by 19% at the moment. My first base wooden door's already down by 50%. Initially it was doing alright. It ain't anymore. Whoa. Right, yeah. So unfortunately, I worry for it. It's more of a case of how often are you even using a wooden door? There you go. Now, not every server is like normal, but it's still looking not exactly like it's going to hold up. If you wanted to buy it at a good price, yeah, you're better off doing a buy order. Like, if you're going to be smarter with your money, a buy order is the way to go. Cool. Heater AK-47. Oh, and how many subscribers? Sorry, 13,000 to 14,000 subscribers. Heater AK-47. You're currently sitting here with 7,500 subscribers so far. But again, are people going to care about you afterwards? Especially knowing the ever so interesting looking AK-47s that we're going to get with the drops literally in a week's time. Because as you can see, Tora 1005's AK-47 and Mr. Falcon's AK-47 are absolutely stunning. Now, listen, if you want to get a much closer look at all the skins, please consider watching my Rust August 2024 Skin Drops Showcase. It's 20 minutes long, but I show off all the skins to the best of my ability. I'm pretty sure you'll definitely enjoy it. But yeah, I've got it all chaptered, so just scroll down. Here it is. Yep. You can skip ahead to all the skins, and yeah, you get the idea. You understand. Cool. Those AK-47s are immense. They are amazing. They are so shiny. Let me just make sure I'm muted. And if I could just quickly go over to here yep, Tora. Yep, please. And if I could just quickly go 2x speed. And let's just make sure I'm on 1080. Come on, Hedge, stop yapping. Start getting to the skin. Show me. Yeah, it looks really good. So, point made, along with the other AK. Oh, that's the previous one here. There you go. This looks amazing as well. So we can just get up close and yeah. Heater AK-47 don't look anything like this, I'm afraid. It just doesn't compare. So by default, it's going to be like a standard AK-47 where it's just going to end up around $1. Yes, I know it hasn't really sold that much. I get it. I understand. But this is not going to retain interest at all. It very likely will be doing around 12 to 13,000 subscribers. You know what? I might bump that down to about 11,000 to 12,000 subscribers. But yeah, it just doesn't really stand out that much. I know the original version actually glowed in the dark. Not the aim sight, but the actual like body of the weapon. Now that looked cool, but this one doesn't glow. All right, this was the one that does not glow. I don't think it's going to be doing okay. I will not be surprised in the slightest if I could pick it up for about 80 cents. Sorry to say, but knowing what's on the horizon, things aren't exactly looking super great. So then we have the Furnace, and well, oh dear, yeah. At the current rate of sales, this looks like it's going to only do around 8,000 subscribers. And even then, after that, I don't even think I want to bother doing a buy order. All of the Adobe skins that we've seen in the past that are, that were in the Rust stores and whatnot, they have performed very badly. So I'll just quickly show you this. All I've got to do is go to scmm.app's items section. I'll search Adobe and take a very good look at the price of these skins. I mean, it's going to be right here in front of you. So, and by the way, you can see all the Twitch drops now. That's cool. Adobe, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Down 6, down 48, down 60, down 28, down 56. Wow. I will point this out. I think that's been bought out. Yeah, that looks like it's been bought out. I think a manipulation's going on with the likes of this sheet metal door here. If you happen to own any, maybe you might want to consider selling. Yep, someone's definitely walked in and tried to buy out all the stock. And if I go over to here, yep, look at that. Whoa. Someone bought out only 11? Is that it? Well, that's kind of surprising. All right, then apparently there just wasn't that many listed. But this has had no interest for a very long time, along with all the other skins here. No interest, no sales, low prices. Not too hard to understand. That Furnace right there, I am very sorry to say, but again, knowing that we're getting a very cool looking Furnace skin being given away, I'm trying to find it. Sorry, I've got so many tabs open, it's my own fault. Valaire's Furnace is ever so nice and comfy, and it has a hidden kitty, alright? I'm sorry to say, but that Adobe Furnace doesn't even light up. It doesn't even have a pattern when it's turned on at night. Nothing. So I do not think it'll be holding up very well. I don't think people will care for it. It's very, very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, yeah. I talked a lot about that during the likes of my Rust rotation video. If you want to get a good look at that, consider watching that video. But I don't even want to go near it. I do not expect it to hold up very well, and I will not be surprised in the slightest if we look at that in about a year's time, and it just so happens to be potentially one of the cheapest Furnace skins we've ever seen, because I just do not expect it at all to retain value. I do not expect it at all to, even get that many purchases. I'm struggling to say the right thing, but yeah, like you can see some of these Furnaces sitting here selling for around 70 cents at the moment. I will not be surprised if that's going to end up being one of them. So be prepared. All right, cool. With the likes of that, 8,000 subscribers was the estimate. All right, okay. So the best thing I can say is prepare yourself. Be aware of what's being put on the likes of the workshop over the course of this weekend and as of Monday. And if we see some interesting continuations, all right, maybe we could start rubbing our hands in anticipation. Anyway, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Be prepared for what's coming. October, oh dear, yeah, we're getting close to it. So with the likes of the months that we saw during the summer last year, over 90,000 average, then it drops off in August and it goes down by a third here. Cool, we understand. Less people playing, less demand for skins, lower skin prices. Guess what? Yeah, we've had a very good summer. Will August hold up nicely or will it start to go down? We shall see. But remember, kids have to go back to school. Kids had to go back to school, so there will be less people playing. It's inevitable. It's a routine thing that happens every single year, but the fact that you're aware of it now, all right, cool. Now, I do want to bring this up. Certain skins have actually rebounded. Yep, this has happened. If I take a quick look at the likes of the whiteout kilt here, I believe this might be one of the options, one of the things that have notably dipped down in price towards the end of June, or was it July? It was June, July, it dipped down, but it went back up again as we hit August. So let's just get a good look at this. I don't think this is one of them. Oh, actually, it might be. All right, so over to here, it was going up. It stagnates for a bit during July, and it went back up again. Yeah. There was the face mask, if I can recall. I think it was the hoodie. So hoodie, whiteout skins are usually always on the front page of the Rust Steam market, which would indicate that it's constantly going back and forth in terms of sales. And if I scroll down over to here, I do believe this is another instance where we can see, yep, it stagnated, went down in price for a reasonable amount of time, and then it just went back up to a new all-time high price. So it went up, stopped, went down by about $1, and then went back up again. Yeah, this has happened to a few skins. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to last, if it's going to keep going up, but I kind of lean more to the idea, towards the idea of this is like a temporary bump. It will go back down eventually. As I said, there will be less people playing soon, and we will suffer because of it. So yeah, that might be something I actually turn into a video, because I do have a lot more examples, but I'm trying to be quick with this, so I'll savor it. Okay. Basically, if you still own some of those more valuable skins, you might want to consider selling them now, potentially. Cool. And why? So, as I said, we have a video over here. Let me just quickly go grab it for you, put it right in front of you. You will definitely want to be aware of what's going on over the course of the next couple months, because as we reach around October time, we are going to see some very low prices. Please consider watching my Rust skins affected by the autumn fall seasonal dip video. As you can see the thumbnail right there. It basically goes over with the examples of all the camouflage skins such as Forest Raiders, Whiteout, Desert Raiders. They're not likely going to hold their value that they're currently at. They will be dipping, but it won't last forever. They will rebound. They will go back up in price around January 2025 and potentially climb up even higher next summer. You get the idea. More people playing then, more people wanting skins, higher skin prices. So yeah, it's going to dip and it's going to go back up. So if you sell now whilst it's high, wait until it dips, buy in again, you'll still have some spare Steam wallet. You could potentially buy even more skins with that. And then, of course, once we reach up to January again, you could sell again and then buy during the likes of the Easter dip. It goes on and on and on like this every single year. Cool. Right then, so you've been informed of that as well. That was very nice. Is there anything else I could sit here and say? Yep, one more thing. I have reached 6,000 subscribers. Thank you very much to everyone who's been watching me over the past couple of years, yapping away, constantly yapping about all the skins, the pixels, you name it, you get the idea. So, thumbs up to you. Thank you very much. I'll also sit here and say, RustHelp. This is a new video I put out for that brand new website that's currently in development. Basically, there's a brand new Rust Wiki page or website being developed at the moment. It's not fully finished. It's actively needing more participants to help out. Look for bugs, point them out, and offer suggestions to improve it and whatnot. They want to add more features, but they need to hear what people want. So consider giving this video a quick watch. You'll understand everything. And they have an open Discord. Feel free to join that. Feel free to help them out. Because with what happened to the likes of Rust Labs, it's awkward. So a new website's appeared to fill in that spot. Let's see if we can keep this nice and good for us. You get the idea. And it's very helpful for all those brand new people that have no idea what to do. Cool. So I think we've basically covered every single thing. We could probably go back over to here now and just quickly go over the likes of the previous week's skins. So let's look at the last week's skins, how they're currently holding up. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, as I said, those are already down in price. That's not surprising to see both of these in price. Mob Boss is doing okay. The bread is doing all right. The sap's doing all right. And oh dear, that's down by a third already. Whoa. That was quick. And then with the likes of July 18, how are we doing? Well, Mob Boss is still doing okay. Not as good as where it was, but it's still all right. Can't complain. And unfortunately, Neon Road Sign Locker did dip down in price pretty quickly. It just didn't really retain that well. But I mean, it's only down by 8%. It's not the end of the world. The Ice Eye Door, down by 38. The Frog Door, down by 14. And we already talked about this and this. Yeah, basically all the skins are down. That's only down by 1%. That's up by 13. So these are doing okay at the moment. All right, that's fine. So yeah, the majority of skins have dipped down in price a fair bit. Not too surprising. And Every single one of them is expected to suffer once we reach around October time. October time is expected to be the lowest point for many skins, but if you have a ton of money, best time to jump in. Best time to buy out as much as you can, wait it out an extra couple months, sell during January. You're making some sweet, delicious profit. So we will be talking about that a lot in the anticipation, in the lead up to the likes of that. Cool. There's one more thing that I want to discuss. We are getting very close to the likely Rust Door of Complete the Sets and Most Wanted. Last year, during August, so I'm using SCMM's quick search function. If you click the little button right here in the top right, that's like the little, clock, click that, and you have all the calendars for the previous years. I'm going to go over to August, and as you can see, we have the Complete the Sets the previous year, and here are all the skins. You're probably sitting there wondering, well, does that mean we might have Complete the Sets next week, the week after that, or potentially at some point in September? Yes. I don't know when, but it's going to happen within the next 2 months, I'm sure. And if you want to get a good idea of what potentially could be a candidate, I have a collection right here in front of you. Complete the Sets candidates. Give this a good look. I have many skins that are representatives for many different collections, 170 plus skins to be precise. Consider giving that a good look. I'll have it linked in the description. And yeah, start rubbing your hands and thinking what might potentially be accepted in Complete the Sets. And you can also be very upset when they don't pick the ones you want. Oh, you're going to look forward to that, I'm sure. So yeah, lots of interesting potential skins could be picked, but will they be the ones you like? Oh, Face Punch, we can trust you, right? Anyway, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely week. Best of luck to you and your investments. Thumbs up. All good. Catch you later. See you. Goodbye.